Yes, ma'am.
Namaskara. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Pawan M. Srivatsa. He is a psychiatrist, but at the same time, he is an Adhyatma Jivi. He balances Adhyatma and the mental health. And he is the founder of Chakshu Foundation. And he is a philanthropist and does free service to many people. And such a person today he has come to tell us the importance of Mauna. Mauna is not speaking. Or what exactly is this Mauna or not speaking? How important it is? Because all of us we would like to express, we express through the language, and that is through the speech. And everybody talks about the freedom of speech. Nobody talks about the not speaking at all. And that is also very important, especially when you don't speak and when then your mind will be very calm and your creativity increases and you can look inwards and then you can do the dhyana or meditation much better. So, Pawan, please tell us what is this importance of not speaking? So we say that the speech is silver and not speaking is the gold. So tell us what it
Gold.
is.
Silence is a better word we can use to understand
Yeah.
Mauna. And, just not speaking might be considered passive aggressive as well. There is something called, I mean, in a manipulation tech, there is one manipulation that people use from time to time, which is mutism, selective mutism, or
Yes.
silent treatment, what we call. It actually puts the other
That means
person into a lot of trouble.
not
Yeah.
reacting to somebody's action. And that is,
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
okay. That is not the sign
Yeah.
of weakness. It is a strength.
Yes, here, I mean, when it comes to manipulation, it is a different story altogether. Let's talk about it some other time. But when it comes to silence, there are two things. One is covert silence and one is overt silence.
Yes.
We are to understand silence as silencing the mind first. Because it is the inlet valve. This is the outlet valve. There are
Yes.
two ears which are the inlet valve,
Inlet
which goes to
valves.
the mind,
Correct.
and there is one outlet valve. We
Yes.
have to
Yes.
gain more, we have to listen more, we have to talk less.
And that's why God has given
When
2 ears and only one mouth.
one mouth, yes, yes, yes. When we are in that silence gives us an experience called as bliss. That is what every person wants to experience, but is wrongly identifying it as happiness. I want to feel
Yes.
happy. I want to feel happy. I want to do this to feel happy. I want to do that to feel happy. That is a conditional thing. But when we silence our mind,
Mm.
that in itself gives us the most wonderful fruit which we can eat for the rest of our lives, which is
Yes.
bliss.
Yeah.
Silence gives us bliss. It is
Yes.
not that ignorance that gives us bliss, it is the
Bliss.
silence that gives us bliss.
In
That
fact,
is the first
ignorance is
thing.
a
Yes,
crime, whereas silence is a
yes,
bliss. Yeah.
yes. Silence gives us bliss. There is one Buddhist philosopher who started talking about different types of meditation, and I will choose one among those meditations to identify that people back then were having a lot of knowledge, were having a lot of knowledge about,
Go
were
ahead.
having a lot, were having a lot of knowledge about this bliss, silence. There is one meditation called as Vipassana, where they empty our minds. That there is a process through which we go through, which makes us isolate from all the experiences we have had in the past and live in the present by keeping
Okay.
our mind open to gain new things, to gain new knowledge. That makes us go more wise. That is
Hmm.
what Vipassana talks about, and it promotes silencing our mind too. There is another philosopher, Krishnamurti, who's one of the latest
J.
philosophers.
Krishnamurti.
Yes, yes, yes. He also says, empty your mind and come to me. I will show you God. That is the beauty of it.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, that is what is more important,
That means
is
they
what
will
I,
not empty their
yes,
mind and they will not go to him and he need not show the God. And that is the other
yeah.
thing because emptying the
Very
mind is
true.
not that easy.
Yes, 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 yes. To the, when it comes to psychology as well, we call mind to be a chatterbox. It keeps chattering. There are majorly 21 different types of wrong way of thinking, which even Bhagavad Gita talks about as well. Where one thing I can talk about at this point in time is one part of the mind talks about what we like and what we love, and the other part of the mind tells what we hate and what ifs. One
Raga,
says
Dvesha.
also, one says yes, the other says but.
No.
Oh, this happens this way, but what if it happens this way? And this conversation keeps going on and on and on in your mind.
This many of
And
the pictures and the serials, no, they show the person is there,
yeah,
he's thinking, other one, his own replica comes and starts telling the other things. And
yes,
that
yes,
is the
yes, yes.
dvandva or the duality in our mind.
Duality.
Yes.
Yes, duality in our mind. So, there is one story that I remember. It is just a story, imaginary story, where the child who is about 12, 13 years goes and tells to his parents, I want to meditate now. I want silence. Please don't use your phones or turn the TV on or to turn any podcast on. I need to sit here and do dhyana.
In the
So
present day, no child will be like that. This must be an
I
exceptional
wish
child.
I wish people become like that soon, and that's the reason why we are doing this podcast as well, ma'am. So this child sits, and these people, the parents, will not be able to manage the silence. So they start walking, they start whispering, talking to each other. The son will be like, Amma, Dad, please don't talk, or please don't walk around. The footsteps, the sound of the footsteps is also disturbing me. So these parents are like, okay, fine, we'll not do that. We'll sit in one place. He hears the noises that are coming around, which are like the sound of the vehicles outside. He starts complaining about that. So the father gets angry and he's like, go to forest and do dhyana. He goes to the forest. He comes back within 15 minutes. He's like, Dad, I am not able to do there as well. Why? There are crows, there are other birds that are chirping, there are other animals that are doing their own noises. I can't concentrate there as well. Then they tell, go to Himalayas and do. He goes to the Himalayas, he comes back and he says, I couldn't do there as well. Why? The river flowing sound is also there. There are
The wind blowing.
the sound of the wind is also there. I'm not able to do there as well. The father takes this fellow to the psychologist. Sir, tell him he's addicted to dhyana, but he is not knowing how to do it. Please teach him how to do it. So the psychologist says, if there is a sound within yourself, you can't do dhyana anywhere.
So that
If you are having a
psychologist must be
silent
you.
mind, actually, if you are not having silence in your mind, how can you find silence outside? What we are, so we see. Yad bhavam, tad bhavati. If
Tadbhavati.
a
Yes.
person, yeah, if a person who is lazy, who wants to sleep, he will sleep even in the market.
Yeah.
If a person who is not having a silent mind, if even if you give him the best of the best Kurlon matrix, what memory foam matrix and all, even in that case, he will not be able to sleep.
You know something,
Yes,
to make your mind silent, not only surrounding, your own self is important.
self.
See, when I
Yes, yes.
went to Manasarora Kailas Parvata Parikrama, when we went to Muktinath, from Damodara
Hmm,
Kund, the Gandaki river comes. That
hmm,
cold
hmm, hmm,
water had bath and sat and started meditating. Then I had the Sakshatkar. Then I asked everyone, I thought there is a hypoxemia, my brain is not working, something is wrong with me. And
hmm,
so
hmm,
I felt my pulse, I touched myself, everything was fine. And I asked others, did you find anything? Did you find? They said no. Then I called my father and I asked, Appa, I had a very
hmm,
strange phenomena. I don't know what it
hmm,
is. Then he said, that
hmm,
is Sakshatkara. That light itself is Paramatma. And then I asked, is that the Sthala Mahima? Because of the surrounding. He said, no, no, it is the Mahima of your mind. When your mind is empty, has got no worries, nothing at all, then you become one with the God. And that is how it is.
yes,
And that's what
yes.
J. Krishnamurti told, automatically
Yeah,
it
yeah,
comes when you don't think of anything. Then he said, when you're here,
yes,
you think of your patient, treatment, and death and everything. But there you have nothing
yes,
else, so you are totally out of your what is there, the surrounding, and that's how the mind
yeah.
has to be emptied. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, very true, very true. There is one incident that happened about 400-500 years ago, where Bhakta Kanakadasa was one among the disciples of Sri
Vyasaraja.
Vyasaraja.
Hmm.
Vyasaraja gave a vessel to
The
each one
pots
of his students, yeah,
to
and
clean
asked
and
them to
come.
wash it and come, and wash it and come. So these people go wash it and come. They present it after some time. Um, all the pandits who came gave
Hmm.
a bowl which was very shining from
Very
the outside.
shining. Yeah. Hmm.
Mhm. But Kanakadasa gave the bowl which was not shining from the outside, but for the inside of it was bright like a sun.
Hmm.
And Vyasaraja said, the one who has cleaned the best will get a prize from my side.
Hmm.
So everybody were like, mine is the best, mine is the best, mine is the best. But Kanaka was folding his hands and waiting to see what is going to happen. He was a little anxious too because everybody else's was shining from the
Sure.
outside and he thought it might be shining from the inside too. I have only cleaned the inside, but I have not cleaned the outside.
Hmm.
So Vyasaraja said, Kanaka will be getting the prize because the pot that he has given after cleaning is eligible to fill water so that I can do the Abhisheka. But you guys have not cleaned inside, but have cleaned only the outside. This is a replica of what is there in of
Mind.
your head. What is there inside is more important than how you show it on the outside.
So that is the Antaranga Shuddhi, and the
And,
outside is
and
the
Bahiranga
Bahiranga
Siddhi.
Shuddhi. Yeah.
So the first thing we need to do is Antaranga Shuddhi. Antaranga Shuddhi, the silence of the mind is a reflection of
Hmm.
Antaranga Shuddhi. If you are able to keep calm and composed, no matter what happens, you will be unshakable. Even
Correct.
Bruce Lee in one of his interviews says, silence your mind.
Hmm.
You can achieve anything you want in life if you do this
Yes.
one thing about silencing your mind. How to do it? One secret that I will be letting out today is
Hmm.
make friends with your mind. Be friend with your mind. Observe what it wants to tell you. It is having something to teach you. If you are against your teacher, you will get a back paper. As simple as that. So we need to be very, open to see what our mind is going through, making it as your best friend and helping it become more silent so that it
Hmm.
deals with all the problems that it has, so that
Hmm.
it is not having anything to say. It is just two lovers sitting in front of one another and looking at each other's eyes. It will be
Hmm.
so romantic. When we have that kind of a feeling with ourselves, it will make wonders happen. That is
No,
what I
I
wanted to
say
say,
instead
ma'am.
of saying the lovers, the Paramatma and Jivatma, when they sit with each other and they become one with
Hmm.
each other, and then there will be a bliss, and that is called as the
Bliss.
Satchidananda. So thank you
Yes,
very
yes,
much,
yes.
Pavan Shivatsa, for just so beautifully explaining about the importance of silence and how the mind can be more creative and better and more energized for anything, either the worldly work or the Adhyatma meditation also. So thank you very much.
My pleasure, ma'am. My pleasure. My pleasure. Shri Krishna.